What's that mean?
Tiki, they call me the Oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like, who do I be? You know. I am the queen. I'm supreme. You didn't know?
What do you mean?
Loki, they call me the Oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like, who do I be? You know.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with the window, by the window. That is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Grand Rise, everybody. Hi, this is your girl, the Philly Bruja. Once again, I am giving you an early morning upload, pre-recorded. Again, like I said, my house always seems to be the most quiet, super early in the morning. It's just myself and my yacht, the Kit Kat. One second. I hope everyone had a wonderful Saturday. I hope you're gonna use your Sunday. What do you need, my yacht? You just want love and attention. What can I do for you? I hope everyone had a wonderful Saturday. I hope everyone had a safe Saturday. This is day 3 of Spooky Scary Time with the Philly Bruja, celebrating all the days of October in honor of my favorite month, my favorite holiday, plus Hallows Eve and All Saints Day. What do you need, baby? Okay, come show me. Y'all gotta walk with me now. Come on. What do you want to show me, Maya? Let me see. No. You got food and you got water. You just want attention. Alright. You can come upstairs with me in a minute. Now, let's get back to business here. Because like I said, I like to be a person of my word. And I said I was going to give y'all a spooky scary time. If not from me every day, I will post one. Okay? Like I said, I'm not sure if I have that many in my memory. But here we go. I'm going to take y'all back to what y'all hear, of course, is my coffee. I need my coffee to start my day. And Maya needs attention. Hold on. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit right here. You come up here on my lap, okay? Come on. Because you want attention and you're trying to mess this up when it's just me and you up. Nobody else is up here. Okay? Here. Let me give you some love. Okay. So, once again, I'm taking you guys back. I'm taking you back to the house I grew up in. And you guys, I promise you guys and girls, excuse me, or should I say guys and ghouls, or ghouls and ghoulettes. I promise you, if you were to ever see this house, you're not going to look at it. You probably got this old creepy house in your head, right? The house isn't like that. The house is, it looked like a normal everyday house, you know, a nice house. I grew up in a very nice home, a row home nonetheless, but it was very nice, and so it's not some scary or ominous, you know, type place, some kind of place you'd be outside and be like, hell no, I ain't going in there, that shit looks scary. Most people would say that. Not me. I'm with the shits. Okay. And so I'm taking y'all back to the house that I grew up in West Philly. And when I was little, I want to put an age frame on this, but for the love of Goddess, I cannot put an age time on this. I know it was after 2nd grade. So let me paint a picture for you real quick. Okay, so back in the day, give me 1 second. See, little Maya, this is why the router keeps coming out, because you keep going next to it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Every time she gets to purring and rubbing up on you and stuff, she goes in near the other computer stuff, and sometimes she knocks the router out. Anyway, so I'm taking y'all back to that time. Now, back in the day, we only had what was it, like 6 channels? We had 3, 6, and 10. Channel 29, 17, 57, and then sometimes some other channel will come in. I don't know, like 45 or something like that. 3, 6, and 10, and 12. You can't forget 12. But back in the day, you guys, believe it or not, for you young folks, there was a time when the TV will go off the air. So you would probably hear like MASH music, and then you'll hear the Star Spangled Banner, and then TV would just go bloop for about, an hour or whatever, because I don't know what time that would happen, maybe like 3 in the morning, and then they'll pop back on like 5 a.m. or something like that. So around this time, I started noticing again, I told you guys I had the middle room, and it has a window in it that faces the backyard and the alleyway, and the side of another house. So it's not like you can see too much action going on back there, because it wasn't facing a street. It was facing a house. I think I will take you guys there, so maybe like for my last video, so you can get a visual of kind of a visual of the stories I'm sharing with you all. So there was a time when I'm really struggling to remember what age was I. Either way, at some point when I would turn out the light, turn the TV off to go to bed at night, I started noticing something was coming up the window, and making like really strange noises. Not like a tapping noise, but it was kind of like you see the fingers, and then you'll see the other set of fingers come up, like someone lifting themselves up, and it would lift the head up slowly, and I would never let it actually get a chance to show itself in its complete form, because by then I would hurry up and turn the lights on. I used to have like a little I always have a lamp next to my bed, and this is one of the reasons why, to be quite honest, even now in my 40s, I always have a lamp or a light or something like that by my bed, just so I can be able to turn the light on fast. But usually I'll keep a salt lamp on really, really, really low. But so what I started doing was I started oh, my coffee's ready. So I started watching TV overnight, so that way I didn't fall asleep, that way I didn't turn off the lights, you know what I mean. My folks would just think I was in the room, sleep with the TV on or something like that, because I would keep it real low. And, oh, excuse me, like clockwork, every freaking time TV would go off air, hold on, every time TV would go off the air, off a broadcast or whatever I should say. Hold on, I'm gonna pour my coffee real quick. I think that's a good ASMR sound, right? Maybe for folks who like to hear sounds. So it had gotten so bad to the point where my whole thing was, I'm not going to sleep at nighttime around here anymore, because I don't know what the hell this is, right? One sec. That's odd. It won't let me mute. So what I would do then, since obviously the broadcast is going off, I have no light in the room kind of thing. So, because I didn't want to put the light or the lamp on, because then, then my folks will know I'm up and I'm not asleep like I'm supposed to be, because, yeah, I'm a kid. I got school and everything the next day, right? And, so what I would do was, I used to have like a little nightlight kind of thing. I guess you could kind of say it was like a little flashlight maybe, but it was brighter than that. So what I would do was I used to grab the dictionary. We had a children's dictionary. See, you internet folks, you internet babies, y'all got it made, honey. You didn't have any of this. And it's not even like I could have gone and Google anything to figure out what the fuck is going on in this damn house, right? We didn't have those options, in my era. So I wound up picking up this kid's dictionary, and every night I would read it, starting with A. Not the whole complete one, because then I will put, like fold the page down, because I know the next night I'm going to need to read more as well, until I see like the sunlight, or the daybreak, I should say, come up. I never knew what it was. I never really talked about it either. The routine was, I would get up for school after that, go to school, and then come home and take a nap kind of thing to catch up with the sleep that I lost overnight. Because I was afraid of whatever that thing was, whatever that entity was. Because even when you shut the window or close the blinds, you could still kind of see through it, which was like super creepy. So we're going fast forward now. Then eventually it stopped. Maybe I grew up more and it just didn't bother me anymore, like that type deal. And whatever that fear was or whatever, it just kind of faded away. As you get older and you get into to other things, you kind of just don't pay things like that any attention, which is why people say kids is the easiest to fuck with when it comes to spiritual activity and spiritual connections and things like that, because they're like the most innocent and they're not as jaded. Hold on, y'all. Like, it's very easy to make a child believe something, It's the innocence kind of thing. So I think that's why a lot of times spiritual activity and paranormal things happen to children, because they're more open to it. As adults, we can rationalize shit away. You know what I mean? But I am here to tell you guys, when it comes to your kids, listen to that coffee pot. When it comes to your kids, right? Your little ones. If they are telling you they are seeing something, or something is making them afraid, or they saw somebody who no longer is here, you listen to them. Please listen to them. Because 9 times out of 10, they are not lying. Okay? They're not. It's just easier for supernatural paranormal things to happen to kids, because they're just that more innocent, they're just that more open. So pay attention to them if they tell you things like that. I myself, I never mentioned it, so this went on for quite some time. I don't want to say it went on for more than a year. So eventually, memories and shit like that, they fade, right? Never talked about it. My vocabulary became wonderful in the meantime, in between time, because I was reading the dictionary when or any book that I had available to read overnight until the till the break of dawn or whatever. So I didn't even think about it anymore. Never said anything about it at all. This will also tie into maybe the story for tomorrow, because whatever that was, I don't think that was good. I've already spoken to you guys that I said whatever's in the house is not malicious, but I'm not saying that there never was anything malicious at one point. Fast forward, in my 20s. Yeah, I'm in my 20s. My mother, she moved in with me. I bought my house. So, okay, this was after 04. And she moved in the house with me. To me, that's a win-win. I didn't have any kids or anything yet. So my mama was still taking care of me anyway. I go to work, come home, dinner, cook, clothes, clean, all that shit, the same shit, you know what I mean? So, she stayed with me. I loved every minute of it. God, I miss her. But we would have these long conversations, these long talks. I, in turn, have these conversations with my own daughters and my oldest son. I miss him. He's still, he's in the Navy. We used to talk for hours about this kind of stuff. So, one day, my mom and I, we were chilling you know, just busting it up, having our usual talk, our usual conversations. And, you know, I was raised in the type of household where I could express myself about spiritual things, and, you know, I could ask questions about what was in the Bible and things of that nature, because I grew up in a house where you weren't forced to go to church, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? If I would tell somebody something, then they was, you know, old folks call it stick a pin in it, because it usually would come true. I was always called the little witch from when I was born. I mean, goddamn. I had an auntie who said she has it. She's a seer. Anyhow, I'm gonna speed this up because I know Chunk will be getting up soon. I want to fast forward to my mother and I. We were just chilling in my house, regular conversation, having our girl chat or whatever. And I just happened to casually bring up why I used to stay up at night for some time, because of the thing I would keep seeing come up the window. And she was like, what? And she was like, you saw that shit too? Because she grew up in that house. This is 3 generations in that house. And she said, wait a minute. You seen that thing? And she said, no. And I said, oh my God, yeah, so you used to see it too? Because that was her room when she was a little girl. And I was like, this is like probably one of the only times I actually cursed in front of my mom. I said, get the fuck out of here. I was like, are you trying to tell me that you actually saw that same thing coming up the window at certain times? And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, Tiff, she was like, I'm not lying. She was like, I'm not lying to you, baby. She was like, she used to call it the Little Witch. I had to correct myself. I think I said I called it the Little Witch yesterday. She called it the witch. I didn't know what the fuck to call that thing, because I never gave it a chance to pop all the way up. So you know what I mean? I was looking. I start seeing the hands and shit, and then, you know, like the eyes and stuff would pop up. I'm like, oh, fuck that. And I popped that light on quick, you know, so that thing ain't never had a chance to come full, you know, circle around me. Or maybe it did, because then I'll tell you what happened yesterday. I think I touched on this with the sleep paralysis story. Again, maybe it wasn't sleep paralysis, because I could see whatever it was that day that held me down. I could see that actually being a part of whatever that was, because the damn fingers and shit like that was similar. But it blew my entire mind, y'all. It blew my mind that all of these years, my mother and I, we never spoke about it. I never said anything about it. And for her to say, oh my gosh, you saw it too? And my reaction was, get the fuck out of here. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, you lying. And she was like, I'm not lying, baby. She was like, I used to call it the Little Witch. She said, I never could make heads or tails of what it was or anything like that. And I'm like, and then y'all just go ahead and put me in the middle room too? You know, we just gonna continue this shit? I think that I think I was effective in removing whatever that energy was, you know, as time went on and I started coming more into my own gifts, so to speak. So I believe I truly effectively eliminated that particular energy. But yeah, we'll call this one who's that creeping in your window? I don't know. I'll think of a title. But I hope y'all enjoy day 3. This is day 3. Creepy story time. Tales from the hood. Oh gosh. I hope as I go, I guess it's kind of going to be therapeutic for me too, because I don't think I've ever talked about them all together. You know what I mean? I talk about some things here, some things there. But because I'm doing this, you know, quick 31 days of Halloween stories or whatever, it's helping me to remember a lot of things that went down. A lot of things that went down in that house, as far as supernatural and scary. And then, you know what? Maybe I'll chop it up tomorrow and I'll give y'all a good one. I'll do a good one tomorrow with encounters with spiritual spirits and the supernatural. I'll do a good one for tomorrow. I have a lot of those. So maybe I do have enough for 30 days. Either way, don't feel shy. Tomorrow I'm going to do this live instead of a pre-upload because I'll be at my desk and I'll have some private time to kick it with y'all, you know, for a couple minutes to an hour. Okay? You have a beautiful, wonderful Sunday. Make every moment count. Okay? On that note, I am out. Beautiful people, you have a wonderful day. Until tomorrow, toodles.